in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So TCU's offense will get the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and
makes the grab on the shot. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Forget establishing the run game. Go up top right now. Play one. Be aggressive. You told everybody all week, we're going to come out, we're going to be aggressive, and they are. They take the shot. They get rewarded. One play, one touchdown. What a start.
He'll bring it out. It's Pena. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will go to work for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's caught. And he's hauled most of that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. And the Aggies have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Denson. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, really nice catch there, and I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're going to win today, they've got to come up with big plays in the passing game. This guy gives them that opportunity. He gives them a chance not just to compete for conference titles.
Touchdown, Aggie! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Hand off from the shotgun. Makes a man miss. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Under fire. He's going to run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And the Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quickly out to the tight end. Turning it on. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Makes the grab. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Tommy, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, TCU! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him redirect.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to the run. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
With the first down, they'll put it in place from the 33. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here.
I think quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that.
There we go. Oh, he ruins the big gator with a fumble. Knocked down, but not before. He gets the first down after recovering the fumble. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Looking to get it in. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Going to the ground. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the point after is good. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Makes a move. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. If you like scoring, this one's for you. Already 21-14, and now they'll try to answer. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very agile. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
This one's complete. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Grab near the marker. It's Denson. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Wants to go up top on first down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously he's outside the tackle box as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another day.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Touchdown, Texas A&M. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. All tied up after that one. Possible shootout coming.
The offense does its job, and now the pressure switches back to the other offense. Points at a premium.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Nebraska went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll start this drive at their own 48. To the air on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his feet to buy time. Takes a hit as he fires. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Got a little space. Hard-hitting tackle.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. When you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Already find a hole in that secondary. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A&M comes back out with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. Got his man. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They go to the ground. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. And the Aggies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Aggie. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Murphy. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive. And the quarterback brought up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. There he goes. Open it up. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quickly to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously with...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab on the left side. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Looking to throw on 1st down. Out of the backfield, he's open. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Horned Frogs look to keep this drive humming. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He'll keep it himself. Oh, what a move. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. And the Horned Frogs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They're going to run it. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the...
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU. Setting up for the extra point and the top. Boy, we've got offenses just flat getting it done. I wonder how the defenses are going to counter all of this firepower.
They are too, Reese. They're wondering how they're going to counter this offense. As you've seen the explosion, it's so hard, so much speed, and such effort like that. Offense is just, they got the upper hand.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A strike downfield. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football, right? And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Firing to the right, complete. There he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Makes the grab.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. He's going to take off. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
Okay, so the QB scramble, went out of bounds. It counts as a sack because it's a loss on the play. You know what I did as a defensive lineman, guys? I chased him and tried to be the first one and the closest one near him. Because guess who gets the sack? Yep.
That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air on 1st down. They're working that left side. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
And this defense, they've done their film study. They knew coming into the game the offense would try to get these quick passes going and try to get their guys out in space. That play was so well covered and defended, and it goes for a massive loss.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down. The Horned Frogs will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in at the 40. He gets a block. He's going to get loose. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Big guy smells it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Second down, they'll go to the air. Back's got it. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line, and boy, did they need a little breathing room. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. A little release to the back. They'll pick up 5. It'll be third and 5. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now the play fake. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
And that was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3 points at the end of the half.
Smashes it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you? And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the home of the 12th man.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, deliver.
Turning it on! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. The give to the tailback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The lone back's got it. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Give to the running back. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Power football with the run. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Pushes for the goal line. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. The Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line. Keeps it on the bootleg. Got his man on the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Knox. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
They'll try to snap it quickly. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. The Horned Frogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll give it to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Knox. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Right on the money. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Close to the marker, it's Knox. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. West Virginia dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from Tavon Austin to Stedman Bailey, I think we may have just seen the next great one emerge. This game may or may not impact the college football football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
And Kevin Connors keeping it. Breaks into the open. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Finds a man on the right. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Offense getting set for 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires downfield. Makes a connection. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Going to the running game. Makes his man miss. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. They go back to work in the final period of this one. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. They'll go to the ground. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address and do something different.
And he added the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This offense has it with really good field position. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next run.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Aggie. And the stomping has commenced. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter. You can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. First down, 10 yards to go. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He'll pull it down. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Horned Frogs are marching down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Horned Frogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Oh, he's got a chance. Got enough for the first. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And the Horned Frogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick release on the RPO. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the left side. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! How about this? These guys are going for 2. He wants to throw it. Rushes on him. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good. Just a couple of possessions down, so there is some hope. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you've got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together, making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Ball at at the 31. Third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. Motion from the wideout. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Collins. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Zings it complete to the right. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. A first down run in the red zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Bob.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And here's the third interception of the night.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
It's complete. Across the 25, he's got room. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today. And I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. So Georgia's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia sends out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Lowers those pads. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So Texas A&M's offense has the ball for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense is about to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it'll...
There he goes. Touchdown, Aggie. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. First play of the drive, wants to throw. With the catch, it's Hope. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Dogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. It's complete to the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Shakes off the defender. And he must have felt like there were 15 guys on defense, and he dodged a bunch of them in the backfield, but still knocked down for a loss. Punt is on its way. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you've seen the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
From the 30-yard line on first down. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. On the Houdini-like moves, get it to the 22.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Turning it on! The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
Working that left side now. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Aggies!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Bulldogs will hustle to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the play fake. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the big fella. That's a live ball. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. He's got it on the right. Breaks into the open. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing, great job getting touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Kansas State is going to enjoy the trip back to Manhattan after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road and you stack wins there in Bill Snyder Family Stadium. And suddenly it's quite the resume. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Might be looking to run. Got his man on the right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He makes the catch. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Just keeps slinging it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a 1st down. Texas A&M trying to gig him in the red zone. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Bulldogs are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Flips it out to the back. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. High the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Runs through a tackle. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has the 1st down.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front there with physical, skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback.
He's got it along the sideline. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. That's it, fly. He's open on the right. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. More importantly, we have an early barn burner here. Both teams firing on all cylinders, as our stats will show you. No reason to think so far we won't see plenty more offense on display, or will the defense find an answer as we start the second quarter? So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they are going to be gassed.
Unloads it left, and they can't make the connection. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early.
And they will score! Touchdown, Aggie!
And I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. They march 78 yards down the field, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Georgia going up tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Looking to throw on first down. Gets it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Bringing the heat. Heaves it on the run. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Now improvising. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
With the catch, it's Denson. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Texas A&M will snap it in the red zone. Here's the handoff. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. With the run on first and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Aggies! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
35, Georgia, 21.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He'll do it himself. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down. A They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The play action fake. Here's the pressure. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. They'll run this play from the pistol. Running back searching for a hole. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Aggies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
He's got him. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Swings it out to the flat. Slipping, sliding, dancing his way down to the 32. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
You know, on a 3rd and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his receiver. They just couldn't get on the same page. Now it sets up 4th down.
He's got it. 1st down and more. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the 1st half.
He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man all by himself. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. They knock him down at the 40, but he picks up 5, and it'll be enough for a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They'll immediately call timeout. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Finds his tight end. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Nestled just inside that right upright. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to him. Across the 45. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Makes a man miss. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the single back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Now they're going to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. There he goes. How about this freshman leading them on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the route is on. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a little off. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll run play action. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. He leaves it with the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quickly to the tight end. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. 29. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Denson. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Aggies with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. 2nd and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity.
Scores on the sneak.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor. Guy's offensive.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Hope. And the returner will be brought down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Fires to the middle. Got him, and nobody's close. Turning it on. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. finish in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They're setting up the screen. Breaks the tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The run from the shotgun. Finds a little space. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Part of being a defender, especially against the pass, is you got to see where that receiver's going to. And when he sticks his foot in the ground, you could tell when he stuck his foot in the ground, that in route was breaking in. They knew it, broke on it, swatted the ball down, and made a nice play.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed, but there he is scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
On the run, still looking. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jeff.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Holds it in. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. He'll pull it on the read. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Dogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here we go. To the air on second down. It's complete to the right. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Quick strike through the air. Score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Leaves it with the back. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Aggies are facing 3rd and inches. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. They'll ride the hot hand. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a second down play. Leaves it with the running back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the first down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. The Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. To the ground to try to move the chains. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? To the ground to try to pick up the first. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Georgia sends out the punt team.
On to kick it away.
The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit, and it's going to set up third down.
Puts it out of the air. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Wants to go up top on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding with it,
and we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
That makes the score. Texas A&M 73, Georgia 31.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. After this, it'll be a wrap. looking for a man. It's Winston. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations.